The biggest flaw in the traditional educational system is that it tries to prepare a child or a young person for life success only at the front end. So you start learning from the age of 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it, very young child in the first box of consciousness, and you start learning and you complete your elementary school in 5 years. Then you move to the middle high school and high school in 18 years. And you even continue after that, another 4 to 6 years to get higher education. Higher education could be your master's degree or could be your certification or professional qualification. And then you said, okay, now I'm prepared to start a career which will take care of me, my growth, my progress for the rest of my life. So what we are doing in this model, we are trying to take all the education, all the learning, all the development at the front end, like a manufacturing process. You say that, okay, I need to convert this person into a successful professional executive or manager, right? So let me prepare it first, and you keep hammering that raw material for 20, 25 years with the education, development, higher education, whatnot. And then you say, okay, now you're ready to go on your own for the rest of your life. Another 40 years, you will go on your own, right? It used to work, no doubt. My father worked for 40 years in the same company. It's no more visible, these type of examples, right? So you could not really depend on hammering and developing a raw material child for the 20, 25 years and then say that now you're good to go. What has changed? What has changed? The world is changing so fast that yes, you do need some basic education. You need some fundamental, foundational development. And that is what you need at the level of high school. All the how to read, how to write, how to do basic things, basic subjects. By 18, you are physically strong enough. You are mentally strong enough to start working full time. It's also the nature of law. You cannot ask a 12-year-old boy or girl to really do full-time work. That's not right. But by 18, you are physically powerful enough. You are mentally strong enough to start working. And I'm saying not becoming a doctor or engineer or accountant, just start working, because that is how the God has developed you. You complete that phase, which is the front end of your career development. You have enough to go forward, and then you start your practical career. And on the side, you have a continuing higher education, which is lifelong. You say, okay, I can start working, but by start working at the age of 18 after high school, you are learning, right? You start learning because you are working, whatever the field you choose or the profession you choose, you start working at that time. And that working is also education. And then on the side, you try to further polish and nurture and develop yourself in that particular field. So you are working full time and you are learning something. And the best learning and development and grooming could happen when you are doing these things together. Think of this. MBAs who have not worked, they've already spent 18 years of life in high school, then they start college, they go to 4 years of bachelor's degree, and maybe another 2 years for the master's. Even in the master's class, where they are at least for 2 years or 3 years, they are trying to learn in the classroom. Now compare the classroom with the boardroom. We are trying to teach boardroom in the classroom, right? Classroom is a fake environment, completely fake environment. You can learn academics and theories, you cannot learn practical things. But if you have a chance, even at the same age level, just to sit in the boardroom in a corner, don't participate, just watch it from a corner, you could learn a lot, right? So we are basically seeing the huge potential of a young person who has already graduated from high school. By keeping that person in the classroom for another 6 years, we are highly underutilizing that person potential. What if these people who are spending after high school another 6 years in the college and universities, what if they put to work after 18, after high school, and where they would be in 6 years in learning and development, and not really piling up the college debt to pay off remainder of their life. These students continue to pay off their college debt until the age of 40, 45. Imagine that. More than half of your life, you're just paying back your financial debt. It's cruel. It's a joke. So you start earning, or they become a burden to their parents. I see all the time parents really opening up their retirement account, selling their property, doing every and anything possible to send their kids to the best colleges and schools. And what happens, the colleges and schools, probably, if you have a close watch, it's not a full utilization of that youth